Hello, traders. It is Sunday, September 15th. We're going to be taking a look at our previous picks, doing some market analysis, and then finding new picks as we do in every single one of these videos. But first, let's do some housekeeping. If you like this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please give us a thumbs up on the content. That's going to help our algorithms and it'll help us reach more traders. The last pick that I gave you a week ago Sunday was BAC. Get into market analysis in just a little bit. I thought the market was going to go down and I only gave you a bearish pick. We'll take a look at how the market responded this week to a sell-off after the jobs report. BAC, this is where the stock opened up. That was the price action on Friday. So the video would have been here before the open on Monday. As I'd mentioned in that video, we were going to get a market bounce. Okay, we really needed to watch and gauge the height and duration of that bounce before we could start taking some bearish positions. And you can see how BAC also popped up on Monday. There's a really nice M5 sell signal for BAC on Tuesday. Decent opportunity to make some money on it there. You can see that the stock actually has finished lower than where it was on the open Monday. So if you had taken a position, you'd still be in pretty decent shape. Call a spade, got the market wrong. I didn't expect a bounce of this magnitude. So on Wednesday, I gave you both a long and a short. So we'll take a look at the long, which was ARM. And that was a beautiful pick. So you should have been able to do very well on that. This is about where the video came out, midday Wednesday. Stock probably in the 132, 133 level, let's call it. And you can see how it made it all the way up to $150 on Friday. Look at the strength of that price action. Really nice stuff. And there is the daily chart, kind of a cup and handle formation here with resistance coming in around the 100-day moving average. Stock easily getting through that 50-day moving average. I think ARM has a clean path higher. Perhaps if the market is conducive, it can even challenge that high by the end of the year. But for right now, we're just kind of focused on what's happening very, very short term because the market has had quite a bit of volatility. TGT is a short that I gave you on Wednesday. And let's take a look at Target and what it's done. We'll go into that 15-minute chart. And you can see this is where the live event came out. And so you can see Target has actually rebounded pretty nicely. So this has not been a good stock to trade. But in all fairness, the market has gone straight up. There's really no reason for you to be taking short positions. And let's take a look at that market price action. So we can see that we've had lots of volatility on a D1 basis, big pullback in August, big rebound. Okay, well, we weren't expecting quite this magnitude of rebound that gets us within striking distance of the all-time high. So we have to temper our bearishness. So we're really neutral, maybe slightly bearish, and then we get this reaction to the jobs report a week ago Friday. That was pretty dang daunting. Lots of selling pressure, close on the low, breach of the 50-day moving average, possible double top lower high, coming down to that 100-day moving average. So my commentary a week ago was we're going to get a bounce. We need to monitor how tall this bounce is and how long it lasts. We want it to be very short-term in nature, and we want to see those sellers come right back, and we want to see that 100-day moving average attacked and breached, obliterated. That would be our sign that sellers are firmly in control. But I had mentioned that we can expect a bounce because that's what we've seen after these long red candles in previous sessions. So we had to wait for this, and once we got it, holy cow, there was some strong buying that happened during the course of the week. The market tested the downside a number of times, and we got these big bullish hammers off of that low. And you can see how we had a test just above the 100-day moving average on Wednesday. That is a gigantic bullish hammer that blows through the 50-day moving average and finishes on its high. So what does the D1 look like now? Well, it's been all over the board, so a lot of volatility. We've got the FOMC statement coming up Wednesday. Everyone is expecting a quarter-point rate cut. The ECB last week cut by a quarter of a point, widely expected move, and now the market is actually pricing in perhaps even a 30% chance of a 50 basis point rate cut on Wednesday. And there was an article in the Wall Street Journal on Thursday that stated that based on information that had been gathered from previous Fed officials, that they were inclined to say that maybe the Fed should go 50 basis points this time around. So nothing more than speculation. However, you can see that good news is certainly priced into the market, and everyone is going to be looking for the Fed to make that quarter point rate cut, and then they want to hear language that paves the way for another quarter point rate cut this year. If it doesn't get that this time around, I think it'll kind of give the Fed a free pass until the next meeting, but they're going to want to hear that, yes, there's another quarter point coming. Market's addicted to easy money, so it's always looking for its next fix. It's going to get that quarter point this week. And let's take a look at the 5-minute charts and see what the market has done through the course of the week. And I'll show you those tests. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's what I've got queued up for you here. There's the big market decline heading into the weekend with the close near the low on Friday. And here's the bounce. So we're expecting a bounce Monday. Tuesday, we still didn't know. There could have been a little bit of follow-through buying, but you're not wanting to really see the market bounce last any longer than that from a short perspective. Why? Because you want sellers to be relentless. So we pull back pretty sharply on Wednesday morning, and look at this rebound. That was some serious buying on excellent volume. Very, very steady buying. Below through the prior day's high. This is what set the table for follow through on Thursday. That's when the Wall Street Journal article came out. Right in here, you can see that liftoff that we had right in there. And then we had some follow through buying on Friday. Don't fight the Fed. Obviously, that's what the market is focused on, that they're going to get that quarter point rate cut. So if we go back to the daily chart and we take a look at what's shaping up, things have gone from quite bearish in a week to actually looking pretty bullish. Here's why. You've got this cup and handle formation. And in a cup and handle formation, you've got the initial drop. You're looking for the next drop to be half of that distance, which it was. And now when you start to rally back up to that all-time high on decent volume, you want to blow through it. Well, break out or break down, but do something. I don't care which way it goes. We just need some direction. So all of a sudden, it looks like we could get that breakout to the upside. And this is all taking place during a seasonally weak period of the year. So typically, September through the first 3 weeks of October, you're going to see some selling pressure. Well, we've almost gone through that seasonal weakness. And so things now actually start setting up to be a little bit more bullish, but we've got the election happening on November 2nd, so that could keep a lid on the market. But watch for that breakout. If we get a breakout to a new all-time high, yeah, I would definitely be joining it. I would be doing so relatively passively, just given the really big drop that we saw back in August. And we've had a nice rebound. So, yes, I will nibble. I will start getting long. I'm going to trade what's in front of me. I'm not going to try and project what the market's going to do. I'm going to react to what the price action is telling me. So what I'd like to see is a nice breakout, and I want to make sure that breakout is not a head fake. So I would just start with starter longs on a swing basis, and then I would like to see some traction, tick, tick, tick higher, some follow through. I don't want to see a nice long green candle through, followed by a nice long red reversing candle back below that breakout. So those are the things that I'm watching for. Going to keep my analysis very short today because everything is going to be predicated on what the Fed says this week. So not a ton of economic releases coming out. I think there are a few numbers from China coming out, retail sales, IP, but the main focus is going to be the FOMC statement. And we do also have triple witching coming up this Friday. So that can also add to some of the market volatility. So if I go through my searches, I'm going to go right down to my green royal flush search. This is great for swing trading. These are awesome stocks for day trading as well. And they have buy signals across all time frames. And if I go down the list, I'm going to start with the daily charts. You can see Netflix is one. Netflix looks pretty good. It needs to get through this horizontal resistance right here. The next stock on the list is ARM. We've already highlighted that one. Looks good to me. The next stock on the list is APP. And you can see how the stock has been able to blow through these high plus trend lines. There's also a high minus horizontal trend line right there. Let's zoom in. It's on a buy signal. Massive volume. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's take a look at we'll go into an M15 and you can see very, very steady rally on big volume. Now, one thing that's kind of cool is I can right click on APP and I can select show scanners with APP and see where else it's showing up. It's showing up on a lot of our searches. So it's confirmed across multiple searches that yes, this stock has some excellent qualities. And go back to that daily chart, zoom out a little bit, and we can see that this stock has had a nice big V and it's coming through and it's going to be challenging that horizontal resistance. Would I be chasing in here? I would be looking to enter on any type of a pullback. So if you get a little bit of a soft market with a little bid check early in the day, see what the stock does. As the market is pulling in and trying to find that bid, you want to see this stock ticking higher. If it's doing that, that is your sign that buyers are still in there. This is a significant breakout on really big volume. Institutions are in this stock, but we still would prefer, given the big news that's coming out. So Monday we could get some price action back and forth. Tuesday things start to really quiet down because everybody's focusing on the FOMC statement. Wednesday, the first half of the day will probably be pretty dead just because everyone will be in wait and see mode. And then Wednesday after the statement, Thursday, Friday should be pretty busy with triple witching. You'll have some opportunities to watch what the stock does on market pullbacks. And that's how you determine whether or not you're chasing and whether or not it's warranted to chase. Because if institutions just want to be long, every time that you get a little bit of a market dip like that, the stock will be holding up very well. Like that, and the stock holding up near its high of the day, holding all the previous day's gains, that's exactly what you want to see. So those are your clues on whether or not that's going to be a good entry point for APP. I like the stock. I think it's going to continue to go higher. And if you get a market that is in rally go-go mode and the stock is pulling back, well, that tells you that it's a little bit ahead of itself and that you might want to wait a day or two or three to get in the position. So you want to see that relative strength preserved on an M5 basis and on an M15 basis. And there you can see mostly green, a couple of little red patches in there, nothing too daunting. There's your 15-minute. You can see that after a big run, yeah, the stock is going to slow down its rally, and it may have periods of a little bit of relative weakness, but on a H1 basis, on an M30 basis, this stock is absolutely strong and it is charging higher. So that's the one I like. We're going to be doing a live event on Wednesday. We're also going to be launching something that's really cool. If you've watched me flip through charts, you've seen these buy and sell signals. Man, are they great. But don't take my word for it. I want you to try them out yourselves. And so what we're going to be doing is Tuesday, we're going to have an open house. If you've previously taken a trial with OneOption, you'll be able to come in, log in Tuesday, and go right to Option Stalker and launch the platform. And let me show you how to do that very quickly. So if you're in the home page, and I'll cue this up for you, you'll be able to log in and check out Option Stalker. Whoops, sorry about that. Let me get on the right screen here. There we go. And so now if I sign out, I'm going to click here, sign in, and let me log in. And when you're in that dashboard, you'll be able to scroll down, click Option Stalker, launch it, and you'll have access to it. So you'll be able to bring up any one of our searches. And if I wanted to go into Green Royal Flush and check out some of the other stocks there, these are the lists that you just recently saw. So I can click on one of the symbols, go in, take a look at how those buy and sell signals have performed. And on the right side here, you'll see what the trade signals are for various time frames. If you wanted to, you could just click on that time frame and then go back and be able to see where those buy and sell signals came in, and just go through as many stocks as possible. Look for these trade signals, see how they performed across multiple time frames, see how they performed across multiple stocks. I plan on offering this promotion for a few more weeks. We're calling it Trade Signal Tuesdays. So this is a great opportunity for you to come in and check out the trade signals. See how accurate they are. See if you could have made some money on these trade signals. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We will see you Wednesday.
Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.